You after the intro video and we'll get it started.
TKRS for the fucking time.
Absolutely. Man, hey, who is this? Where the fuck he from? Tell him 716. I say, goddamn. Hey, he up now. Why you got it plain Jane and he ain't bust it down? I say, goddamn. Hey, wait a minute. When I walk up in a room, then there's some paper in it. I say, oh man. Hey, cool it down. If you ain't know me then, nigga, you gon' know me now. I say, goddamn. Hey, I'm from the 6, you ain't never run no blocks. Most of these niggas just run their lips. All the girls that used to be thoughts, you be hugging them trying to kiss. How you turn on to your wifey when the whole hood used to hit? I say, goddamn, hey, I'm up now. They like, how the fuck he get a bag? He from a small town. They be praying on your downfall, hoping that you fall down. Now that I'm in my bag, I can't go fuck my crush now. I say, hold on, chill, just wait a minute. I'm just getting started, wait till you see me when I'm finished. I remember I was drowning, I looked up and you was grinning. Now you look upset and you look salty, see me winning. Hey, oh man, hey, who is this? Where the fuck you from? Tell him 716. I say, goddamn, hey, he up now. Why you got it plain Jane and he ain't bust it down?
Welcome back to the TKRS Network, y'all. We are live on all platforms right now. I'm talking Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. We're everywhere, man. We got a special interview planned for today, okay? We got Charles in the building, but just explain who you are a little bit to the people.
Man, I'm Charles Gardner III. I'm from Buffalo, New York. I'm a pro boxer. I'm also a boxing coach in the city. I'm ranked in the top 20 in the world. I hold the WBC and ABF world title. So, yeah.
Yeah, pop your shit, man. He's knocking niggas out. I know. We're going to get right into it, man. Listen, check this out, man. My name is Shai the Gamer, right? And just for the audience that may not know, the goal is to give in-depth interviews that really get the people another side of you. Get them to get to know a different version of you, right? I mean, a side they may not know, right? So we're going to get to know Charles today, right? So take us back to the beginning. How did you get your start in boxing? What really attracted you to the sport?
I actually wasn't even thinking about boxing when I started boxing. I had just graduated from Hush Tech High School, and I was at a community center, and I had got snuffed that week playing basketball at the Ken Bailey, and ironically, like later in the week, somebody was talking to me about like what I'm gonna do after high school, et cetera, et cetera. And I was like, man, I'm just gonna get money and just that's it. I'm gonna just work 3 jobs. And it was like, you're not gonna do sports no more. I was like, nah. And at the time I was talking to Adriana Viverette, so Adri V, and she was my mentor at the time. And she was like, so you're not gonna do sports? I was like, nah, I'm just gonna work. And she was telling me to go to school. So I was like, all right, bet I'll work and go to school. So in the middle of me saying that I wasn't about to do sports anymore, this dude Arhan Costello, who also from Buffalo, he a pro boxer now. He don't live out here though. He live in Texas, but he was like, you ever thought about boxing? And I was like, nah, but then when I thought about it, I had got snuffed earlier that week by some big dude. So I'm like, you know what, man? I kind of don't want to walk through life being soft as hell. So I was like, let me just try this out right quick. So then I literally like started going to the gym with him. Um, and I never looked back. Like I was like, I just head on faced all the fears that you would face if you not really like that. You know, if you're not really like that and really fighting and stuff, then like it's hard to like channel that. But I like
I got,
forced myself.
I got a good question for you.
Yeah.
Before boxing, like what were you like before you got involved with before boxing had a major part in your life? Like how would
Um,
you say you were?
I feel like I'm still the same box. I just feel like boxing made me more of a man, more manly, dominant, and just more of a leader. I feel like not that I was a follower, but I really was just chilling. Like I really was just like chill, like monotone. Nobody could really say like I was aggressive or anything. I was just a nice guy that was cool with everybody or whatever. I ain't bother nobody or any of that. Uh and then I feel like I was too timid. So like after I got to boxing, like I became way more confident because it boosts your mental when you know you can do certain things that other people can't. So
No,
like,
that's
you
a
know,
fact. It's a
it
fact.
just made me more confident in everything I do, and that's really it. That's the only thing that really changed because I'm still the same. I'm still the same super nice person. It's just that obviously, like, I could be a different person now. So
So we
yeah.
kind of we kind of covered that you already, when you approach boxing, pretty much, you kind of approach it as a, why not type thing. At what point did you realize it can be a career?
Oh man. The first time I came in the gym, this dude Jimmy Ralston kept saying to me, "Man, you the best boxer ever, man. You the greatest boxer ever. You gonna be so great." And he would say that to me every day, no matter how I looked, right? So if someone over and over repeating that shit to you every day you come to a gym, eventually you start to believe that. And I remember before I even got real nice, I started saying that. Like at first I'm like, man, he's just saying it. But he kept saying it. The next thing you know, I started believing it. And then I lost my first two amateur fights, right? I lost because I wasn't running. Because a lot of people don't know you gotta run a lot in order to be able to fight for a long time. So I wasn't really running, and next thing you know, I lost, and then I ended up having to switch coaches anyways, because the gym was mad far, and it was just like mad too many different variables in the situation. So I ended up with Daryl Graham, and I won my first fight with him. I beat my friend Dante Atipio. He was like 9-0 as an amateur boxer at the time. So I beat him. And then after that, I went on like a 3-year winning streak, and I won the Golden Gloves. I went on a 3 to 4 year winning streak, and I won the Golden Gloves in the city 4 times. So at two different weight classes. And then when I did it the first time though, mad people they wasn't really like messing with me. Like they didn't think I was gonna do anything really. Because the Golden Gloves is a tournament. So a lot of people would be like, oh yeah, I was Golden Gloves. That's when you know someone don't know anything about boxing. Because if they saying something like that, the terminology is completely off. It's a tournament, bro. You're not Golden Gloves. Like if you win the tournament, cool. But it's like levels to it too. Because like it's sub novice, novice, and open. When you're an amateur boxer, open class means you can fight someone with 300 fights or something. If they got 9 or more fights, that's who you fighting. So novice is like 3 to 10 fights, and then sub novice is 0 to 3. So it's like mad people out here who think they real boxers, but they never fought nobody that's really like that. You know, like they
I
fought
get it. I get it.
chumps. Yeah, so
No, I get it. I get it. You had a hell of a career. When I say when you sum up your career, you had a hell of a career. You were doing your big one. You was doing your big one. You was knocking niggas out, right? What accomplished means the most from what you have done? Like, which one do you like hang your hat on as like, yo, I did that one?
my last fight, because my last fight was a title fight, right? A real belt, not no local stuff, not none of that. Like real belt, I get ranked in the world type of fight. And the dude I was fighting, he 9-0, 9 knockouts, right? I'm coming to his hometown. We in Miami, Florida, and leading up to that, the last time I had a big fight, I lost. And regardless of how I lost, like that dude earned it. That was like my first time taking the L and felt like I actually lost, right?
Yeah,
So
he's like,
he
no,
so
he's
so
kicking
he
ass. Son.
you feel me? So he earned that. So me losing, like not like that, but it's like that in our city. Our city is like they like, like they feed off of sometimes when you fail. Like they feed off
Oh,
that.
they
They
love
like,
that shit, bro.
so it's
They love
like,
the downfall.
yeah. So like, like I lost, so they kind of like not really like this and that, and then they compare. It's like mad comparisons. Instead of like people working as a team, people like to compare everybody to each other and make it like a battle between people from the same city.
No, that's
So
a
like
fact.
I had to deal with people comparing me to one of my friends that box, or somebody that they know that box, or they uncle that box, or something, right? So boom, I go to this dude hometown. I had just lost my grandfather like 2 weeks before that, and then a week before that, I lost a childhood friend. I had went to both their funerals, um, and I was like highly like cooked like mentally, and ironically I turned to the Bible, right, and like I had never like turned to it myself outside of somebody else in a church preaching to me or something. So I turned to it myself, and I just started reading it. I just started reading it and kind of relating to it because it's really just it's nothing's new under the sun. So it was like stories that I could relate to because it like almost like was like my story, especially at the things that I was going through. So then next thing you know, when it was time to fight him, I was mad calm, and they in the next joint yelling, saying they gonna kill me and all this crazy stuff. And I'm cooling, like I'm cooling. Next thing you know, we go out there. So many people so used to seeing me. If you look at my IG page or what I post on Facebook, they see me playing around, like playing with my opponents, doing all this fancy stuff. When I
Yeah.
fought him, that's what he thought that he was getting. Whole time, he didn't even know. Like I beat him up from the first round to the last round, from the start bell to the end bell. And the only reason why I knock him out is because like I'm new to the weight class. I had just moved up, and he naturally bigger. And I had by the second round, half his face was bloody. So it was like crazy. Like I was cooking him. So that
How does
fight
that
meant the
feel though? Like real shit on some barbaric shit? Because like I think that goes back to like the Roman times. The like there's some type of admiration and like in the gore of it. You know what I mean? Like, cause how does that feel for a boxer? Because I know how it probably feels if you get hit, your shit start leaking like hell. But like, how does
yeah.
it feel
So
for the
to
other side of that?
to do that to someone, I'm not gonna lie, it's an unbelievable feeling. It just feel like it's like another high or something. It's like, oh shoot, I'm really doing that because I remember like it was yesterday when I was sitting down on my stool. I got up. Oh no, I sat down and I looked up, and when I looked up, I looked them. I was, because I be trying to like play mental games. You gotta play mental games when he's
Yeah.
still fighting. So I'm staring at him dead in his eyes to let him know that I'm dead ass serious, right? I just beat him crazy for like 3 rounds, I think it was. I looked up, look him in his eyes, and half his face was like cooked, and I said, "Damn." And like I was just like, I did that, and I was like, damn. And then I was like, well, gotta try to finish him off. So literally every round, I didn't throw nothing wild. I threw hard, sharp punches to try to knock him out. So that's how I ended up beating him up the whole fight because I was in massive shape. Like I was in great shape. I'm running up and down Kensington and Bailey and the whole hood and running to Delaware every day. I'm just like
Yeah, no,
running mad,
that's right.
just running mad miles, getting in shape, doing sprints and stuff, and sparring a lot. I was sparring. I was working my job, my 9 to 5, and then I get off of work after working a 16-hour shift, and I'll be sparring late night at midnight, like with another boxer to get ready for it. So I was in shape. So yeah, it be
Yeah,
feeling
no.
crazy. Like it's
No,
just
yeah,
a nut.
you definitely was in shape. No, 'cause that's the thing too. Fighting for those long periods of time, I don't think people understand. A street fight is quick as fuck. Like I don't think y'all understand that your
Yeah,
homies breaking it up. Like it's a you get a quick 30 seconds, maybe if that. And mostly 15. Yo, niggas get tired,
yeah,
man. We all. So what happens in a lot of times is when you're fighting for minutes at a time, like the amount of power that where you pull that from, you got to dig deep. Um,
yeah.
how the fuck do you make it to those later rounds? Like,
Oh man, if you ain't like when you in training camp, you have to kill yourself. Like you have to. If you don't kill yourself in camp, like push past your limits, when it's time to fight, you not lasting. You not. Like they say you want to get tired in the gym so you don't get tired in a fight. So you gotta like gas out. Like, and you gotta be in there with real killers. Like you can't be sparring soft dudes. You gotta get in there with someone who might knock your block off. So that way when it's time
how
to
does
actually
that work
fight.
too? I always wondered, like when y'all training, has that ever happened? Have you ever seen like a boxer be training and get knocked the fuck out by the actual person
Oh
he's
my
training with?
oh my mama. Oh mama. I just seen the other
You
day.
gotta turn the difficulty down.
I just seen the other day the 16-year-old boy knock out this grown man like in the gym. Like cuz a lot of people be thinking that they could fight and
Yeah,
like you might be able to fight outside, but like when you in there,
that's
like
a fact.
it's just different. It's just the whole aspect of it is completely different. Like the pain aspect different because this person knows how to place shots on you to make you feel real pain. Like
Oh yeah,
and most
you're getting punched like at a very deliberate rate. So like,
yeah.
like this person's trying to fuck you up. Like
Yeah,
they're trained to do it. So I think
yeah,
that's the issue. I think those type of fights are different. That's why I wouldn't recommend anybody try to lay hands on any professional fighter. I don't think anybody should do that.
yeah. Because the famous words is, man, that boxing shit don't mean nothing. And I just be thinking to myself, like, damn, I guess it don't, man. I guess, like,
Man, I just that's the thing too. People always say I got a weapon. You got to get to it. Listen,
yo,
bro,
yo, yo, be like, I'm about to pop the trunk, but you gotta get to the trunk
you
though.
got to get to the trunk.
You
It can
gotta
be
get to
dangerous
it.
before you make it to the
Yo,
trunk.
I swear to God.
That shit get crazy. How did it feel representing Buffalo on such big stages, man? Like you was out, man. How did that feel?
Uh, so like it feel good because like even with the lack of support, because the city only supports you when you like relevant. Like, if you're not relevant, you get into that point. That's just what it is. You gotta like have self belief. So even while having self belief, I still try to be humble enough to be like, rep Buffalo and tell everybody about Buffalo in any city I go to. Like, so I try my best to always just promote even my bros that don't leave town as much, or promote people here in any way, shape, or form that I can. So it be feeling good because like I fought in Vegas, I fought in New York City, I fought in ATL at the ATL Fight Club. I fought in Tennessee, Philly. Like it's mad places I didn't fought, and everybody like they know about Buffalo because of that. Now, granted, obviously, hopefully that the next generation of fighters that come up, they get to reap the benefits of me, like representing and telling everybody how great they are. Because then it leaves the little like space where you got to fill the space and show the world that I wasn't lying, you know? Like
That's a
that
fact.
it wasn't just me that was like that. Like it's a bunch of y'all that's like that.
Yeah, no, and I think that's something that's really slept on in the town. Like boxing isn't something that's really praised. Like we praise rapping,
Yeah, the
like
Bills.
working, the bills, prostitution.
Yeah.
We praise everything but boxing. Like, we got we got to get back to the basics. Look, yo, we cooking. This is the TKRS Network. Y'all know how I'm coming. Look, man, Lito got busy. God damn it. Okay, he tagged me in, man. Y'all knew how it was coming, man. Okay, it's man. We in here. We got way more questions. If you tapped in right now, we're tapped in on all platforms. So do me a favor, go tap in on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and give us a subscribe. Give us some comments, and then go follow Charles on his pages as well. Cause you know the vibes, man. We gonna get into what he does now too. Like, you know what I mean? This ain't no has been type interview. He's still putting in work. You know what I mean? So let's get into it, yo. Let's talk about it. Um, what did it take to stay consistent and disciplined in such a demanding sport? Because, like I said, man, you weren't, man. This ain't basketball, man. He's getting punched in the face, like you on
Yeah.
purpose. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? How do you say, yo, like every day you woke up, like you went down a ring arena and said, yo, it's time to get punched in the face. like,
Man,
like,
so like to do what I do, like like over the years, because I started late at 17 or whatever. Honestly, like really like to be truthful, it's just because so many people doubted me, like for real, and that's terrible. But it's really because girls, like females, oh, you still doing that little boxing thing? Oh, you still boxing?
yeah. Couldn't
or
tell me why I'm
or
knocking it out tonight.
yo, or dudes hating on me, or trying to like just come for me or talk down on my name, or just anybody trying to like doubt me. Like, the doubt really fueled me a lot because like not like that, but like when I was younger, my mom passed away, and before my mom passing away, I wasn't able to be close to her. So life kind of dealt me like some weird cards, right? So I kind of was using that as fuel. But then when I had my daughter, like that was like addition to the fuel. So I was thinking to myself when I had her, she 8 now. So when I was thinking to myself when I had her, I was like, okay, I gotta turn pro and I gotta make something happen because I don't want to work a 9 to 5, but I don't want my kid to struggle. And then I'm like, okay, I need to reach another level, and thank God that all the haters kept hating because they helped me. It just will wake me up. Like I ain't have nobody be like, yo, wake up at 5, 4 or 6 in the morning to go run during rain, heat, snow, like all types of terrible weathers. I ain't have nobody, ain't nobody doing none of that. Ain't nobody patting me on my back or any of that. Like the original person who got me into boxing was the only person at first really encouraging me, and then the coaches I had were encouraging me. But as far as like waking me up or getting food for my diet or like just like certain things, like nah, that wasn't happening. I had to do that myself. And then thankfully I came across friends that became family that started encouraging me, and then meeting people in different career fields that showed me that nobody gonna believe in you for real at first in any of your fields, whether it's like how you doing podcasts, whether you rapping, whether you a chef,
God,
whether
we're
you
not gonna believe in you.
yeah, they not. They
If
think
you start
like
something and you expect them to care immediately, you're crazy.
yeah, because they not like one thing I admire about our city though, no cap, right? This is one thing that helped me like push, especially because I lost my mom. I be seeing mad black females, right? That be like single moms or something, and they might have like 2 or 3 kids or whatever, or even one kid, right? And they by themselves, right? No family, no nothing to support them, and they still
Mhm.
manage to get shit done. So in my brain, I'll be like, yo, if these people I'm seeing and meeting along the way can really make a way out of no way and still come out on top, become nurses, become whatever, and their kids become awesome at whatever, that's top tier. So I'm like, if they could do that, I could do that. Like, like I could do it. I could do whatever I really put my mind to. But I really do get fuel off the hate. Like honestly, it is nice to finally have people be like, "Oh, yo, Charles, the best boxer in the city." But you know how long it took to get there. Like it took a long time for them to even
You're
acknowledge
like, you know how
that.
much
And
ass I had to beat?
yo, I swear to God.
You know how
And
long
I've
this
been
shit
on
took?
TV. I've been on TV mad times. Like last year, I was on TV the whole summer, and people like this is what people say. Man, just wait till you be on TV, man. Wait till you be on the mainstream, bro. I just was on TV the whole summer, bro. I just was on TV the whole summer. I just was on TV my last fight. I'm just like, bro, like it's different networks and stuff that you could be on, but I've been on
Yeah,
Telemundo and ESPN, and then I've been on mad other networks. So it
yeah.
just be like that's how you know our city's not in tune with.
Well, that's the thing too. Illiteracy is heavy in our city. So like a lot of it comes from like we just say what other people said because they was haters too. So
On God,
it's a lot of bandwagon hate. So it doesn't
yeah,
like people don't develop their own opinions on you. They just go off of others. So a
on
lot of
God,
times you'll be like, why hasn't nobody done the math and figured out this is not a fact? It doesn't need to be a fact. Enough people can say it, it becomes true. You don't
yeah.
actually need to have facts and especially in our city. I think Buffalo, it's a lot of that goes around. You know, you'll hear a rumor about somebody, you'll be like, oh shit, this
And
girl
they
got seven
believe it.
kids.
They
You've
believe it
never seen
until
her with 7 kids. But in your head, she has 7 fucking kids. You
yo.
can't find the 7, but she has
I,
it because Buffalo said it.
I swear, and it's
That's
really
it.
like that. And I'll be chilling though. Like I've heard mad rumors about myself. Like honestly, I'd be chilling. Like I chill. If anything, even when I get the boxing checks or anything, right, or whatever money I get, I tell people I'm broke. So that way
Yeah,
they
that's how
could you
y'all
can
do it.
spread that spread that, man. I'm broke.
Well, fuck. Don't ask me for
I'm
shit.
broke, man.
Look,
I'm broke, man. Like I'm broke. They be like, yeah, he broke. Yeah, I'm broke.
nah, because when you don't tell them you broke, you start getting that it's my birthday text and shit. It be all types of text shit.
Oh,
You don't want them
oh my
texts.
God.
You
Yo,
don't
I
want
swear
them
to
texts.
God.
You don't want them texts. Yo, my favorite one is when they call you and they start telling you how proud they are, and then immediately they jump down
Oh,
their life story. You be like,
yo.
shit, how did we get here?
Nah. My favorite thing, especially like recently, when I won my fight, right? People who I know, they don't know I know, but now they know if they tune into the podcast. People who really hated on me the most. Pillow talk to get a girl, or a girl pillow talk to
That'd be
pretend like she
nasty
know
work.
me.
I hate
Like
that.
any type of any of that, they go on my timeline and be like, I'm so proud of you. Yo, wow. Yo, or this my bro. Oh my God, this my boo.
Oh,
Yo,
they all
all
do that
this,
now.
yo,
100%. 100%. I see it all day.
yo, crazy.
And I think what it comes down to, and this is the public message to a lot of people that may be watching, that may message me and may be wondering, like, why he don't respond like that? And why he don't, because I don't fucking like you. And I know you don't fucking like me. And the
Yeah.
problem is just because I'm popping, don't mean that I'm supposed to like you now. Because no, that's not how the world
Yeah.
works. Okay, you got to stand on principle and you got to stand on the energy you was once given. I like to give the energy that I received when I met you. That's it. Okay. So if it
Yo,
was fuck
man.
Shy back then, let me help you chant it now. All right. Listen, okay. I don't need no extra bandwagoners. I'll be telling people the world's too big. The world's too big. Yes, the couple days ago, somebody told me the craziest thing. It was like, what are you going to do to get the ones that may have fallen off or don't believe in it no more? How are you going to get those people back? I said, why the hell would I want them back? They don't
Yo,
believe in it. Why would I?
yo.
It's so
Especially if
many
they wanted
people.
to leave. They wanted to
Oh,
leave.
bruh,
They
that's
wanted
that's
to
the thing
leave.
too. You gotta understand that, man. It gets sticky out here. It gets sticky, man. But we getting
Yeah.
back into it. This is called an interview, okay? Where you can sidetrack and jump right into it. Shout out everybody in the comment section right now that's showing love to the podcast. Everybody over there on YouTube and also on Instagram. Shout out to y'all as well. And we back into it, man. So I asked you how boxing shaped you today, but how did boxing change your mindset, discipline, and your approach with challenges? So like when you go through regular shit now, right? Like
Uh,
chick might be tripping, right? Like she might have found a text or two. Like, you never know what happens, right? But when you go through these dilemmas, how do you handle them? Do you kind of use the things you were taught in boxing at all to kind of structure how you respond to things?
yeah. So instead of panicking, like I feel like I would have done if I didn't have boxing, I like calm my mind, like how I would do in boxing, and I just try my best to organize my thoughts and come up with a game plan. And I just think to myself, yo, no matter what, I'm gonna figure this situation out. Cause also, like, I got God on my side, so I ain't really worried about nothing. I just be like, yo, I'm good. I'm good. Cause if I wasn't good, I wouldn't have made it this far. So clearly I'm good. And if it's not good, then it's gonna be good eventually. Maybe the next day.
You
Maybe
know
not
what it
today.
is? I believe as individuals, we get hit with that dilemma where we actually believe we could know that we the shit. Like we can know, like what I got going on
Yeah.
right now. If I continue this, I'm gonna be that nigga. But in
Yeah.
your mindset, you can allow other people's opinions to slowly sleep in,
Oh
and
God.
we start questioning who we are. And I think at a
Yeah.
certain point, you don't really hit that next level till you go, "Fuck wrong with me? I'm me." Like, and
Yeah.
then
No,
that's
yeah,
that's
facts.
when you get into your true self, and when you really learn yourself, and you learn that there's nothing other people can put on you that not you. Like you know who you are,
Yeah.
you know what you stand for, and as long as you stand
Yeah.
on that, they can't knock
And
you
that's
over.
hard. That's hard to get to that point because it is so many. It could be your parents. It could be your best friends. It could be a girl that you just start talking to. It's gonna be a girl you knew for years. It could be a childhood friend. It could be anything, any factors. It could be social media, like that'll detour you from really believing that you are who you say you are.
No, that's a fact.
So like once it detour you, it's hard to get back on track if you let it detour you. And I get detoured, but I don't get detoured for more than like half a day.
I ain't gonna hold you. I be letting these bitches detour me. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm working
Yo,
on it. I'm working on it. All right. They
yo,
be having me
I
sometimes. I'll be like,
I
ah.
I feel that. I feel like if it wasn't for the aspect of, because obviously I'm a man, so if it wasn't for the aspect of females, I probably would be way further in my career.
Man,
But but I never let it detour me enough where I couldn't like achieve the stuff that I needed to achieve though.
no, that's a fact.
Cause like you gotta think about it, like most people temporary, and then the ones that are permanent, they're gonna be around. But most people are temporary. And most people don't actually care if you achieve whatever you're supposed to achieve.
Because they're
You
not
know?
planning on being here. That's
Exactly.
another thing too. When
Yeah.
when you're telling be careful who you're telling your dreams and aspirations to. Because if I'm planning on snaking your ass out and you telling me what you're doing 10 years from now, I was gonna line you up in 6 months. So this is
Yo, you feel me?
irrelevant information. This is 100% irrelevant. And I think that's what we got to remember. We could want more for a person than they want for themselves. And that's including relationships. That's
Yeah,
including any type of thing you can have going on with them. And I think a lot of times what we do is we'll want that and we'll desire that from a person so much, we'll forget, like I said, you'll forget who you are. You'll lose yourself and wanting
yeah,
that. That's the key. The key is, like you said, you stick to what got you where you're going. And I
yeah,
think that's the part, you know what I mean? And I think that's a part of it. They say, especially with women, right? They say women, it gets sticky sometimes, right? Because, you get a toxic woman and she might tear you down. She might, and if she don't,
yeah,
you gonna do her damn best. Like, she ain't leaving unscathed. Like, you not leaving that shit unscathed. All right, a woman scorn is something real. All right, if you haven't felt it yet, you're a lucky man and do whatever you can not to.
yeah.
I'm just trying to educate the people, man. I'm trying to educate the people. Look, let's talk about the pros and cons of boxing, right? Because people be like, I don't want my baby boys getting punched in the head. So let's get
Yeah.
into it. What are the biggest benefits from boxing that people outside of the sport might not understand?
Uh, you actually get to meet a massive amount of people who can actually change your life because random people come into the boxing gyms from billionaires to NFL players to regular people with 9 to 5s that might be managers or workers that if you like once you in a boxing gym, it's like y'all all family. Like you could come from everybody in the boxing gym come from a different walk of life. They might be from a different country. They might have grew up different, but when y'all in there, I promise you, like it's different. You all bond like y'all all a bunch of kids. Like y'all all a bunch of kids. It's crazy, and y'all all end up just meshing. And when you mesh with those type of people, those type of doors start to different type of doors start to open because of that. Like literally because of that aspect that y'all in the same area training, helping each other, pushing each other. Um, Another benefit I feel like is just the discipline, because to actually be doing it for real take more discipline than any other sport like
This,
at
this is
all.
what I
Like
don't get. People will do everything with their whole heart, right? Like, I'm gonna be very honest with you. They swear I'll be joking. I'll be dead ass. Niggas that cheat with their whole heart. I mean,
oh
their whole heart. niggas would cheat with their whole heart. I mean, they'll give it their all, right? They will steal, they'll lie, they'll deceive. But as soon as you tell them to chase their dreams, they be like, shit, that's hard.
yeah,
Why is that?
I I feel like no matter what, everything in life is hard because you could be a bummer and that shit hard. You could get rich, that's hard. You could be strong, that's hard. You could be weak, that's hard. You really just gotta choose your heart because a lot of people I'll be, suggesting girls and guys to get in the gym and stuff, and they be like, "Man, I don't got time," but you got time to go out on the weekend. You got time to smoke and drink. You got time to lay up with this person who don't really care about you or won't be with the next year. Like you
Don't do
got
that
time
shit
to
up, man. Somebody right now later with a nigga that won't be there tomorrow. Don't do that.
yo, feel me? Like, just invest in yourself so that way you could build up your mental fortitude so that way while you building that up, it'll make you lock in to the other things that you need to lock in or make you gain the stuff that you lack. But it's easy because it's promoted on social media and music and maybe even in the household that you grew up in that smoking and drinking is fun. Like girls would be like, "Oh, you don't smoke or drink? What you do for fun? What the fuck are you talking about?" Like, you could snowboard, tubing, travel. You
A
could
lot of
go
that,
to
dude, niggas don't love themselves. So when you,
like,
you
you could
asking
go
them
to
to be sober.
you could go to art shows. You could go to, you could do mad stuff instead of doing that. But I get it. It's easier to do that stuff, especially if you suffer from like trauma.
Yeah,
From any type of way. There's different types of trauma. It's not just childhood trauma. It could be relationship stuff. It could be anything, a job. It could be whatever affecting you, and maybe you wasn't guided correctly on how to handle that. So
I'm trying to tell you.
it's easier to handle it. Oh, I'm gonna go out this weekend every weekend with my friends. Like granted, celebration is cool, so celebrate. But what you celebrating if you going out every week? Like, what you really
I be trying to
celebrating?
figure that out. Like, niggas will be in a line of poverty and they be
Yo,
outside just popping bottles to poverty. They be like, I be
yo.
trying to figure it out. They be twerking
But
to poverty.
I just feel like it's the stress maybe of life and they don't know how to handle it. So that's the best way to handle it. Whole time, you could just go to the gym. You could not everybody's a gym rat, but you don't have to be a gym rat. You could just go there just for your stress relief or join something, join like a sorority, join something, a group of something that's positive, that's going to positively impact you. Not negative shit with being outside and trying to run fades all the time. Like you feel me? Like that's crazy. I'm a
Yo, I
person
ain't gonna
who
hold you, bro. I see niggas fighting in the snow. I don't know if I'm too
yo
old or not, but I'm like, yo, hey, it's cold. It's -11 outside. Y'all fighting? Y'all,
yo
bro, please.
yo
Nah.
shout out to them, man, because I
Yeah, the
just be
blood
like,
gonna
man,
dry up. This
yo,
don't even make sense. Man, listen, this don't even make sense. Let's talk about some negativity of this shit, man. So what's some
oh
downsides of getting punched
um
in the boxing ring?
let's see, definitely the damage and wear and tear, like over time. See, the only thing about the negatives of that is people don't understand. The only way you getting punched is if you was at training, not training. Because if you was training, you would, you know what you would be doing? You would
You
be
like you're
moving
not
your
supposed to
head.
get punched.
You
The
would be
goal is
moving
not to
your
get
head.
punched.
Exactly. It's not, oh, put my baby in there, he gonna get hurt. Yeah, if he don't move his head, if he don't listen,
That's
like,
a good point.
and just in general, like for real, you don't want your baby shooting up schools. Like,
Yeah, nah, you
you
want them
know,
to.
cause if he can't fight, guess what he doing? He going to
Yeah,
get a knife or a gun. He gotta be able to fight.
I'm
Plus,
just saying.
if he can't fight, he gonna get bullied. Like, cause there's people out here who just feed off of bullying people.
And real shit, I'm here to tell y'all. Public service announcement. Knowing how to fight can save a lot of trauma, right? Because I'm here to
Swear to
tell you, there's
God.
a lot of people out there that's scared to get punched in the face, and because of that alone, most of your drama will go away. I promise you. It's
Yeah.
that simple. People
And it,
don't know. Like he's right. People haven't been taught how to fight. A lot of people, like I remember being a kid and like in the basement, like it's time to hit this. Like it's time to get this shit going. As far as most people that may not have had a father figure or had a man figure in their life, they're growing up without certain tactics. They don't really know how to squabble. So
yeah.
like shit get crazy, you know what I mean? They resort to what they know. So if you're asking why is there so much gun violence, these niggas can't fight.
That's why.
Like,
That's really why, because a lot of people, especially what I learned once I learned how to, like, once I really could do damage, because I've only had to, since I've been boxing, I only had to get into like two street fights. But after I got into those, I never did it again because I realized, like, oh, like,
you had a
these are
hell of an advantage.
these are normal people.
Yeah.
They
You
don't
start punching them too
understand.
many times. It was like, dude,
Yeah,
block.
like they like
You start trying to
they
throw
don't
them and shit. Like, put your arms up, bro.
yo like they don't understand real pain. Like, they understand like average pain. It's different
Yeah.
types of
Like I
pain.
felt my toe.
So yo, it's like granted, the people that's always fighting, they understand. They might not have got hit by some good stuff. They might got hit by some good street stuff, but not no pinpoint, really shatter your stuff. So it's just like, uh, but I mean, boxing also teach disciplines. Because when what I learned about, the more you learn how to fight, the better you get. You actually don't even be wanting to fight. People who could fight,
Yeah.
even the hardest hood dudes, I never see them start nothing with nobody.
No, no,
They
no,
be
no.
chilling
You know
because
what the
they realize
outcome
where it
gonna
could
be.
go.
You genuinely don't want to beat somebody's ass. Like you're genuinely
Like,
sitting there like, yo, I'm trying to avoid it, sir. Walk away. And they're like, no,
yeah,
you. And then they're asleep. And that's
yeah.
just that.
Because
You
it's
know what I mean?
always it's always a person who either carried they like childhood trauma or carried they like immaturity into their adulthood that still want to fight because they never was guided correctly. So they thinking like, no, I'm gonna do this, no, I'm gonna do that, and like whole time they just all talk for the most part. Because if you punch a person dead in the mouth, like like at least 60% not gonna do nothing. The other 40% gonna do something. But the 60% probably ran their mouth a lot. They probably ran their mouth a lot
Awful
like
lot.
they was gonna do something.
Awful lot.
Yeah.
I wonder what they think too. Like when the first hit come in and they gotta compute it. Like, oh, this shit, he's serious.
Yeah, she
Like
real.
this ain't Facebook. No shit.
Yo,
Niggas trying to log out
yo.
in real life. Like, nah, sir. Nah,
Yeah.
that's just not happening. All
For
right,
sure.
let's talk about the community, right? Because you're heavily involved in the community. You have figured out ways to bring boxing to the community and help, build up that, that side of things. What does Buffalo mean to you and how has the city influenced your journey?
Uh Man, Buffalo means a lot to me because it's so nice, especially now, but it was still over the years too. Like the kids will be so amped when they see me, right? And this was before, like, when I would go out of town and people out of town knew me and kids out of town knew me. So, like, it would just be random kids and stuff like, yo, that's Charles, yo, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And they eyes light up or something. And it's crazy because, like, not like that, but I ain't wealthy, I got basic money and stuff to pay my bills and make sure my kid good, I spread it out until I get a fat check again. So, like, I. I'd be grateful that they look at me in that light. Instead of in a negative light or being known for like doing some crazy stuff to someone or anything bugged out. I'm known for, oh, that's Charles that box. Oh yeah, he been boxing forever. Oh yeah, this and that. And then they see me fight or they see little highlights or whatever if they got social media and they be so amped, you know. So it be giving me mad motivation. Plus, I got a kid now, so like to leave a dope legacy behind in the city, like when I'm finally gone, for my kid to, even while I'm here, for my kid to reap the benefits of it and be like, yo, that's my dad, you know, like that's dope to me. So like I appreciate it because it is a good amount of people that do and have over the years showed me love and gave me opportunities so that way my boxing career could keep going. So like I'm grateful for that. For the people who actually believed when no one else believed. So
Oh,
yeah.
guess what? I could pull up your fight clips. Yo, shout out to everybody tapped in right now. I think we're gonna do just that. Do you have highlights or do you have them all just individual fights?
I don't have, I just got the joints on IG because the ones on YouTube, they for some reason the dudes that like I've cooked like in a great fashion, they never put those on YouTube because I was supposed to lose those shits. So they make sure they don't put them on. Like so the ones you see on YouTube are like stupid old. Like they
Like
old.
the Jeffrey Torres fight.
Yeah, like I lost that one. That was the one I lost. Yup.
Uh,
And they make sure that they don't put, because I'm from Buffalo, so they don't wanna like not like that, but they don't really want to shed light on it. You know? Like the last dude I just crushed. If I didn't upload a little highlight clip on my IG page of me crushing him, nobody would know that I beat him down like that. Like nobody would know that. Like
how
that's
did
not
you
a thing.
do in the Tucker fight? The Jahi
We
Tucker.
so that should have been a draw, but I lost because we was
Mm.
going back and forth, but I lost, and it don't matter. Like in boxing, it's politics. So
Mm.
if it's close, you lost. Like that's just what that is. You
That's how
know,
that shit go, huh? They just
that's just how you gotta really. That's why the last fight I was pressing on his neck, like like bad. And my bro,
he
he
said bad.
uploaded he uploaded my last fight on TikTok. So it was crazy because somehow he got it to upload on there. It was crazy. He uploaded like every round, round by round on it. So I was like, oh, good looks. Cause that was the only way people was gonna be able to see like, what I could actually do when I'm being serious. But yeah.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Shout out to everybody that's tapping in right now. We got a great podcast going on right now. Great podcast interview. We in here talking about Buffalo. We talking about boxing. We talking about Charles' upbringing. We talking about how he was knocking niggas out. Yo, so recently too, like, do you run into those problems no more when because people recognize you? So like,
Yeah.
do you run into a problem when on the drunk night somebody might be like, you know what, fuck you, let's go. Like you ever
Nah.
run into that?
Nah, I don't really be outside. I went outside like twice recently though, but I don't I don't ever be getting problems because everybody know me. I've never been like a negative person to anybody. Like that's one thing I can say. Everybody be like talking to me about things, and they be like, "Yo, you've always been mad positive and this and that," and I'm like, man, like I appreciate that because at least I know I've never been a hater. You
Yeah,
know,
that's a fact.
like I've
And
never
that's
been a
important
hater.
too.
Yeah,
When people
so
can say that you don't look down on other people when they succeed, and you don't let that affect
yeah,
you. That's the goal
yeah,
too. You're not supposed to let the shit affect you. You're not supposed to allow other people with their emotion and what they got going on to really distract you or stop you from wanting to do what you got going on.
yeah.
Um, you talked about being a coach and mentoring. What are some of the programs you do when it comes down to that?
Okay, so boom. So I don't know if you know who Coach Rome is with the Grade A Elite.
Hmm.
Uh, but he got like a mentor program. So one time he had me come there to talk to the kids, and he's invited me to come there to talk to the kids. So that'd be cool. He actually used to coach me when I started sports period when I was like 11 and I played football. He used to help coach me or whatever. So that was pretty cool to see him coaching kids. And then next thing you know, after after like him coaching me, he started coaching the kids and stuff, and he making still a crazy positive impact on the kids in the community. But like I just try my best to be honest with the kids because if I don't be honest, they gonna always think that like it's peaches and cream with boxing when it's not. So I try to tell them the real, tell them they gotta stay in school, Definitely grades first, stuff like that, and be respectful to everybody because you never really know who can give you opportunities or who can look out for you, like in your life period as a whole. It could really be a complete stranger, and as long as you a positive influence on everybody, and like being yourself and not trying to pretend to be the next person, you good.
No, that's a
So
fact. That
yeah.
is a
So yeah, I
fact.
do that and I be coaching. I coach people. I coach fighters, kids, and adults, older people, younger people. I just do it all.
You know what I mean? If you're an adult, right? If I'm an adult and I'm like, listen, I can't fight for shit, right? But
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn, right? How do they go about it? Is it something that to be shameful about, or is it something they could tap in? Is it like you offer lessons and classes and things like that?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's not really like one thing I learned. Boxing isn't hard. You just gotta relax and just listen and just do it. Like honestly, it sound like, oh well, no, it's not that simple. No, it is that simple. Because if somebody's giving you the info, as long as they're explaining it to you the correct way, in a way that you can understand, you gonna comprehend it. And it's steps to building someone up. Like I've built people up from the ground up. Like two left feet don't know how to have any type of coordination or anything, and like they're great now in boxing, Like it's not hard. I just gotta have patience. That's all it is. Like if you getting guided, the person gotta have patience with you, But you gotta be able to listen. Gotta be able to listen. It just is what it is.
Right.
Kids, honestly, kids and females. I was just telling someone this. Kids and females are the best when it comes to teaching boxing. Crazy, but it's true because grown men are kind of stuck in their ways and they be feeling like they know it all. Like most grown men, not all, but most females, they soak it up because a girl not gonna come to you like for no reason, like so she's there
Right.
to comprehend what you're saying, so they be getting it like this and then they be surprised that they getting it, but I'm like, nah, like you could do it, like because you actually want to do it. So yeah.
His audio go out?
Nah.
You back? Oh, there
Yeah,
you
I'm
go.
sorry.
There you go. Mine got a little glitchy. I thought the server got a little glitchy. It was actually me. All right. No, you're right though. You're absolutely correct when it comes down to that. And women do, you're right. When if a woman's gonna sign up, she's probably gonna come in there and take it serious and do what she got to do.
Yeah.
But that question was more probably towards the men that would be more ashamed of saying that they don't, know how to protect their face. You know what I
Yeah, they
mean?
just
Uh,
it's just a learning experience because I make people like the dudes who do that, who feel like that, they do eventually spar. And we got like a process where we'll put you in there with someone who's not gonna destroy you, but they're gonna touch you up so you can understand, like, how real it
oh,
is.
yeah,
And
yeah.
eventually what
If I
happens
sign up for
is
your class and you get in the ring, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. What are we doing? What are we doing?
yeah,
That doesn't make sense. What do
yo,
we? I didn't sign up for an ass whooping. I signed up
yo,
to learn.
yo,
That is what? Not
yo,
like no. It makes sense though, man. It makes sense. So you do have other individuals that go in there and train with them and stuff like that may have a
yeah,
little less experience, so they're able to
yeah. And
work and
eventually
learn.
they
It's
do
like
they do they do walk out of there like actually able to do something. Like like that's my word that anybody that come to me, you not gonna, like, when we done in general, you not gonna not have that shit on you.
Coco Chanel says she's signing up. Well,
Oh
Coco, when
yes.
you sign up, keep us updated on the journey because I gotta make sure he's not in that ring at all with y'all. All right, that is not right. Don't do that to those people, man.
Yo.
I'm giving y'all the real experience. I'm giving y'all the real experience, right? So today's youth are drawn in heavily by hip hop, social media, and street life, right? Like that's the only
Yeah.
thing they fucking care about, right?
Yeah.
So how hard is it to push sports and alternatives, like in itself? Like how hard is it to push it to the kids these days?
Well, I don't
They all
think
in the
I'm
camera doing this and
I'm
shit.
not, I
Like
don't think I don't think it's I don't think it's hard. It's just that honestly it's the parents, because for real, I've come across over like thousands of kids, right? The only way a kid really not doing it is either if, like, the person instructing it is completely horrible with kids or people or whatever, or if they parent not consistent. And most of the time, it's the parent. Like, because
that's
the
a fact.
parent be like, "Well, I gotta do this, I gotta do that," or you gotta prioritize because is your kid future more important or what? But I do get it. People be having bills to pay. but you still gotta learn how to time manage because you chose to have that kid. Like you feel me? So you gotta balance something out. Something gotta give so that way you could keep that kid like in something. Because it just that's really what it is. I don't really think it's hard to to put a kid and stuff like that. It's just hard for the parent aspect because the kids want to do stuff. Kids don't want to be in the house bored,
Yeah, no,
and
that's a fact.
that's what happens though. They in the house, you didn't put them in nothing, and guess what they doing? They watching stuff, and guess what they watching? All that shit. So now that they watching all that shit, guess what they about to do? All that shit. They
That's
you
it.
know they
It's
want to do
that
all
simple.
that shit.
It's really that simple. It's really that simple. It's important. You are your environment. You are what you see.
Yeah,
And you don't have to be. It doesn't define you, but you have to learn first how to be bigger than what your environment is. And until you learn,
yeah,
you will be your environment.
yeah,
Um, why is it important for sports, especially boxing, to remain an option for the young people? We kind of covered that. Just to make sure that they know where to put their anger, because there's a lot of fucked up shit going on in the world. I
yeah,
wouldn't want to be a kid in 2026. I'm very happy my kid life was long ago. Um, I
yeah.
quit. Can't do that shit right now. Can you imagine trying to go to high school in 2026? Donald Trump is your president. Like, y'all not paying
Yeah.
attention to the real life right now. Like, this is really fucking happening. There's people that's jumping out of cars, kidnapping your neighbors. Listen, I need you to understand. This is 2026, and the kids have to grow up in this. So, like, real shit, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I do not envy these niggas at all. Like, look, I
Yeah.
understand. I sympathize with them, okay? Look, I sympathize with them. Look, I might trash out too if I had to deal with these circumstances. You know what I mean? And then you got to remember, their parents are the older statesmen that was in high school with us. Like, those are their fucking parents. So, like, you
Yep.
you have to understand the ones that you seen crashing out years ago they are in charge of these people's lives. And that's why you kind of understand that, without the rights, it's been a long time since we had that good old, grandmother, grandfather raising, that's long gone. So, like, these days, you're going to get more of that. Did you freeze up?
No, no, no.
Oh, no, no. Damn, man, you are a boxer. That nigga sat perfectly still. What the fuck was that? Y'all seen
Yo.
that shit? I was sitting there like, yo, bro, you glanced yourself. What the whole combo? What the hell? Nah, he just stood there and said, like, what the fuck became a screensaver? Nah, man, like, no, real shit, though. What message would you give the kids who feel boxing or sports isn't cool? Like, what would you tell them to get in the ring?
All right. So first things first. This is off topic, but it's on topic. It's a myth that if you a boxer, you can't fight. That's a myth. Like everybody just scratch that out. Please stop telling people that. Like, because then the kids don't want to box because of that, because they be thinking that they're gonna go to jail or something. That's a myth that was a lie, and somebody just ran with it and spread it throughout the world. And but something I would tell the kids is, like be active because your health is important. Like even if you ain't doing it because you're passionate about it, do something just so that way you're active and you move in your body. Because once you get to a certain age, if you don't use it, you lose it. So like, you need your body, you need to be healthy so that way one, you can live a more enjoyable life. And then two, your life could be more adventurous. Cause when you join sports and stuff, like you get to travel, get to see stuff outside of your city. Like the world is bigger than Buffalo, and most people don't understand that, and that's why they being how they are because they never left. They never lived anywhere else. It's easy to bash the rest of the world or say how dangerous it is or whatever if you never experience it. So now you just operating out of hearsay or pure ignorance. So like I would just say whatever you want to do, go do it and be great at it, and just believe even when everybody else don't believe because nobody's gonna believe at first. That is not a thing.
There's nothing that you worth doing that's going to be easy.
Yeah.
And that's the best way to say it. Anything you got to work for is probably you're going to respect it more. You're going to work for it more. Which gym are you in? They're asking in the
Uh,
comments.
the Buffalo Boxing Club.
Buffalo Boxing Club. Make sure y'all tap in on y'all on
Yeah, you
social media,
can
right?
if you guys wanna like I do one-on-ones and I do my own thing separate from the gym because I operate outside of gym hours. So just inbox me. My
Mhm.
social media is literally my name. It's not, Mr. Whatever like everybody else be
Yeah.
doing.
Coco,
It's my
Coco
name.
hit him up directly. He gonna have you ready in like a week. I'm telling you,
But
he gonna have you
yeah,
ready in like a
so
week.
yeah, and then for kids, they do have kids classes. And those are only $20 a session. or you could go online and on their website and book like I think it's like a package of 10 sessions or something. But my training is separate. Like I do that too for the kids, but I do my own training outside of that, which is more attentive and it's just one on one, you know. And that's what I do. Cause I be in the gym, bro, like 10:30 at night or 5 in the morning or something. It's terrible. I be yo, what? Somebody book with me? I'll be like, all right, bet we up. What's up? Let's get it.
Let's go. Let's get it. So looking back, right? What would
Yeah.
you tell younger you, right?
Oh my
Uh,
God.
at the start of
Yo.
your boxing journey, like if you could go back and just grab him up right when he's putting his gloves on for the first time, you like, yo, listen,
Yeah.
what would you tell him?
For real, stay away from girls. Um, cause cause they come and go and they gonna be there. And none of the ones you about to
I
meet are
keep
about to
telling y'all, look,
yo,
that shit get
word.
perfect.
Yo, word for real, because you know, like God gonna send your person at the right time. Like, you know, and I felt like when I was younger, I wanted my person so much, and then I got caught up in the, you know, like how everybody else get caught, all the other dudes get caught up wanting to talk to multiple girls and stuff like that, instead of just focusing on yourself and building yourself up. I feel like
Tell them that
if I
don't be
was,
our fault.
yeah, I just feel like if I was guided a better way, I would have just focused on myself the whole time, and then
God, I
stumbled
wouldn't
upon.
have had them other hoes. I was misguided.
Yo, I
When
was
he
though,
said,
so I swear. Cause like now that I'm older, I've been like, dang man, I wish I would have just, you know, focused more and been more locked in on just myself. And then I wouldn't have got caught up in the trend of doing that. Like, you know,
no,
because that's almost like a trend amongst men, especially when they're not guided, not they not told about self love and self value and stuff like that. But I would tell myself that, and I would also tell myself that I'm good, cause no matter what, I'm gonna make it. Cause back then, what I really was getting mad hate. Like what? I never knew you could
you
get
know
so
what
much
I'm
hate
saying?
just cause you want to be something. I was like,
Yo,
damn. I
no,
thought I
look,
was.
look. The worst thing I could have told niggas around me was I had dreams. They was
Oh
like,
my
what?
god, they do. Yo, they
Nigga, you
don't
want to
like
be
that
something?
shit. They don't like that shit. I still remember being at the Edward Saunders Community Center and I'm boxing, and someone telling me, "Oh, you're not gonna be Floyd Mayweather though. You're not gonna do this though. I ain't see you on TV yet though." I'm like, bro, I just started boxing. Like, what do you like?
And
What?
this just in, uh, Floyd Mayweather been getting robbed for years. If y'all ain't know, it's coming out now. Y'all that believe that reading was not essential because you could knock a nigga out, I need you to understand.
Yeah,
If you can't read, nigga, how you supposed to know anything? That's what I keep trying to tell
yeah,
y'all. Like, I told him he was getting robbed. No shit, he can't read. Like, I
yeah.
would have robbed the
But
nigga too.
he still made a crazy amount of bread. But that's yeah, that's like because certain things you do need to know. Like what that's what I've learned now. You know, like I got a couple more left, couple more years left in my boxing career, and in the last 3 years, I've learned so much about the game that I wish I knew at 17 before I even like started amateur boxing. Because if I had the knowledge, I would definitely be well off right now. Because the investments I would have made when I turned pro and got money, like you know, like I would have moved completely different. They leave you honestly, they leave you ignorant to certain aspects because you're a fighter. You know, you're a gladiator. So all you looked at
Yeah,
as is almost like a slave, like for real.
yeah,
You know, because
you commodity.
gladiators, yeah. So
You're merchandise.
because you nice, but guess what? It's like 10 other yous out there.
Oh,
So you like, you know, so yeah. But yeah, definitely I would have told myself, stay away
see,
from the
and that's
girls.
also a good line to tell the women. You know what I mean? When you run into that problem,
Yeah.
you nice. No, y'all look,
Yo!
man. Man, I'm cooking today. Y'all look. When we talk about growth and development, what legacy do you want to leave behind in Buffalo, man?
Oh
Like, what
man.
boxing legacy do you think you're leaving behind in the city?
So far I'm already doing great because I'm living proof that you could not be athletic and not special and become special through real hard work and dedication. And it's gonna be completely horrifically hard. But if you legit just stay consistent and just because that's what most people lack, consistency. But if you stay consistent, even when you're not motivated, you gonna make it some way, shape, or form. You gonna make it happen. Like it's gonna happen. You just gotta keep pushing for real, for real. So that's really what I want to leave because I get to be a living testimony that like despite anything I've ever went through, I'm still make my dreams like reality. Like I had just realized that like last year, I was out of town in Texas, and I was with a group of pro boxers, and I was like, "Yo, y'all." They was like, "What?" I was like, "Yo, we really living out our dreams," and they was like, "Huh?" I was like, "Bro, we get to travel, we get paid a great amount of money in a small time period, and we get to eat for free. We get to do all this stuff." Like, bro, take airplanes, not paying for these trips. We get to really do this stuff and enjoy it. Most people don't get to do that in their life. They don't get to live out their
I think
dreams.
that's the important part. Recently, I was talking to somebody, and I realized that all the times I've traveled, all the cities and states I've been to, everywhere I've been, I've never took the time out to genuinely enjoy it. Like I've always been a
Yeah.
work thing.
Because you
As a
thinking about the grind. You thinking about the grind. And you
you're
don't
thinking
sit
about the
back.
end result. But this
Yeah.
shit is all beautiful. The build up, the grind, the
Bro.
100 followers
Yeah.
to 1,000 followers, and the people
Yeah.
as the growth and the development is really the true beauty in what you're
Yeah.
doing.
Because
That's
the down and
just
out moments, like I still go through ups and downs in life, right? But it make those dope ass moments that more valuable because you know what it feels like to not be in those situations, like to not be able to do that stuff. So like yeah, it just feel good. So I just really want to just leave a dope legacy where like CG3 is a thing. Everybody want to be like CG3, all the kids, because I opened up a gateway for them. Because that's really what I'm doing now at this point. I'm just making stuff happen so that way when the next kid from Buffalo, New York that really want to be something can be like, okay, yo, he did it. And nothing was because honestly, nothing special about it's special, but it's not special. All it is consistency. That's it. Cause I ain't get nobody to hold my hand through this. Like you feel me? It's just consistency. That's all it was. I wasn't born super athletic or none of that. I actually was a horrible athlete at first. So like
interesting.
like I just pushed myself. Was it painful? Yeah. But shit, it was worth it.
And the closeout, man, I feel like this has been a hell of an interview. I feel like we'd have had too much fun in here. I feel like I don't know if I got you in trouble or not. You might get a text or something. I don't know. But
Uh,
finally, how do you want people to remember Charles Gardner just in general, the boxer or the man?
oh man, honestly, just as a father that loved his daughter, because I love my daughter Taylor Gardner. She like awesome. I just want to be honestly, if I could ever be remembered for something, that's what I want to be remembered for, like loving my kid. I don't really care about being famous. I want money, but I honestly want money just so that way if someday I get married, like I can take care of my wife and leave a dope legacy with her. But mainly too for my daughter, just so she could be like, yo, my dad really did all that. Like that's what I want to be remembered for.
You mentioned marriage, right? And like
Yeah,
everybody knows, I'm not anti-marriage. I'll be having questions, and I have a couple
yeah.
the moment you mentioned marriage. So like you are interested in doing that?
On my mama. So I lost track. So at first, you funny as hell. So when I was younger, I went to a couple weddings when I was younger, and I always wanted to do the marriage thing after that, right? And then I got older. I still wanted it, but then in my early 20s, like dynamics were playing out, and I didn't even care about it no more. And then next thing you know, once I started growing as a man, I guess I feel like, and my frontal lobe kind of developed, I was like, yo, I need that. I need to leave, you know, a positive mark on a woman where I'm cherished forever, like even when I'm gone. Because
That's what
you
they're trying to
literally,
find though,
yeah,
and they
because
be
like
like,
you die two deaths. You die two deaths. You die your regular death, and then you die the death when the last person who remembers your name dies.
yeah.
And yeah, so like if I could leave a positive impact on a female from start to finish, that's amazing. Cause
That's
I'm
not
gonna
hard to
live
do,
forever.
though. No,
Yeah,
no, that's not. That's toxic. No, but that sounds hard to do, man. That's nah, cause
Yeah.
like you gotta understand too. Like we be like challenging ourselves to do some impossible shit. That
Oh
sounds like
God,
you wanted
yeah.
to become like you said you wanted to leave a positive impression on a woman from start to finish.
Start to
How the fuck you
finish,
gonna do that? Write the
man.
book on
Shit.
that. I'm trying to figure that one out because they get mad at some point. It's something you gonna do.
But
Um,
even if, but that's normal. That's normal. I feel like that's normal, because nobody perfect. But I feel like as long as you trying and you with the right person, you gotta be with the right person.
yeah,
Because
no, that's true. That's true.
the right person going to cherish and value all the things you're doing. The wrong person going to make a problem out of everything you're doing.
Yeah,
And
no,
that's just
I believe I was blessed
yeah.
with the wrong person vision. So like
Oh
I
fuck.
only see the wrong
Oh
bitch. I just everywhere I go, I just be like, look, another wrong bitch.
yo.
No, but we try to work through it. But
I felt that. I
look,
did the
man,
same
I'm
thing,
being
man.
honest with the people, bro. Look, man, they know my transgressions. Look, man, look, shout out to everybody that tapped in today. This is very informational. I feel like it was a way to really tap in with the youth and explain to the youth, like, look, it's cool to rap, it's cool to, basketball, it's cool to do that. But boxing is something that I feel like it should be essential. If you don't want to be a professional boxer, take up the class. Like just
Yeah,
learn how
for
to
real,
block.
for the discipline and just so you could defend yourself.
And I'm a
Period.
cameraman too. I'm tired of catching fights when niggas is just out there just doing shit. Just not even constructing like anger. That's not even an attack. They both want defense. They just out there just tossing each other and shit. Yo, but
Yo.
now shout out to the defensive fighters of the year. Nah, man, I gotta get off here, man. I'm on fire, man. No, shout out to everybody that tapped in today. Charles Gardner the third, man. You have put hands and paws on many of men, and you have explained your career. You explained the challenges. You explained the difficulty of it. Let's one more thing I want to touch on before I leave. You can see me, right? 'Cause this one
Yeah,
glitching.
yeah,
You see
yeah,
me?
yeah,
Cool, cool.
yeah.
One more thing I want to touch on is mental fucking health. Um, the importance of it, right? Because I think anything that you chase, anything that you do, we run into these problems where we become so tunnel visioned on it. We become so obsessed with the thought of winning that we fucking forget that we are actual humans and this is not a simulation and there's a real person that's doing all this hard work and that's doing all that driving. And like you said, the diets and I like steak. Like you had to go without certain shit. I just like it's just I'm not prepared to do. I like zebra cakes. I don't know if I can do that. I'm working on it. But like no, it's all about having that, the grind and the time that you put into yourself. Like in reality, we have to understand that we need time for mental health. You need to take time out for yourself to regenerate, to get yourself right. How do you go about that? Like what are certain things you do?
All right, so boom. So last year and the year before, for so like a year and a half, I did go to mental health counseling because everybody be bashing like going to counseling, but heck no. Because I went to counseling because one, I wanted to be a even better dad to my daughter, and I just wanted to like back to the marriage thing. I wanted to shift my vibrations so that way compatible partner if I found someone. And then and just overall to make myself better. So I did that. But outside of that, I hate working out, but I did learn that working out is like a great stress reliever. And I hate working out. And I look in shape, I box, whatever, but I don't enjoy it. So I do that. Or traveling is cool. Like it's therapeutic. You don't gotta go super far, just get out of Buffalo, like anywhere. Um Reading, reading's cool. I read like people's stories though, like life stories, like boxers or anybody in general. I read their life stories and stuff just to see how they went about life. Um, let's see. I got bros that my bro DeMarco, he go to Renovation Church. That's a church I'll be going to from time to time, and for stress relief, I talk to him about life. He always quoting Bible scriptures and stuff like that. So that's things I do. I feel like you could confine in your sometimes you can't confine in family, but you could confine in friends if you can't. And sometimes they have, good little things that they'll say that'll make you go in
Yeah, yeah.
a
People,
different
I like what
direction.
you said. Because people don't understand how important the things they say can be towards a person and how
Yeah.
effective. the little things that get said to people that we may be having a terrible fucking day, and like you'll
Yeah.
have one conversation, and then like it will make it better, and the person might not even understand how effective that they were in making your day
Yeah.
better. So that's why it's important to give out that generosity, be nice, and give out that positive energy because you could really stop a nigga from jumping off a bridge and not even
And
know it.
that's a fact.
Yeah, that's just on God, man. I want to once again thank you for coming up here, being entertaining to the people, informing the people, and keeping people connected. Once again, shout out the gym. Shout out where they can tap in for lessons because they in the
But
comments they want to get and start putting hands on shit.
oh, the gym is Buffalo Boxing Club. But if you want one-on-one training with me, it's Charles Gardner III on Facebook and on IG. I'm available all the times. You just gotta hit me up in advance, like a day in advance or that Sunday. I got a whole format that I can send you. Yeah, so tap in.
And you know the vibes. You know the vibes. Thank you, Charles. We closing out. These clips will be available for you on all platforms. They will start dropping actually immediately. Y'all know something crazy, right? This is how hard we work over here, right? As I've been talking to Charles, I've been pre-making the real clips. So literally I'm taking old footage as we're recording it and I'm turning it into clips while we're potting. That's how you out-pod individuals. You got to keep your foot on the gas. That's how you do it. With that being said, I want to thank everybody for tapping in. Like I said, these clips will be available shortly online. His social media, like he said, is literally his name. So go ahead and tap in. If you want those lessons, go ahead and tap in. It will be a fee now. It ain't shit for free. So make sure y'all come properly prepared and ready to take that. How should say? How ready to take that pledge to be serious. He ain't got time for niggas that try to come in there to take some cute gym pics and get up out of there. We got to really put in the
Real
work.
shit.
You know the vibes, man. You know what I mean. You know the vibes. But we out of here, man. Let the intro play. Hopefully we have you up here again. Once again, thank you, man, for having you. Shout out to Carlito Smooth, too. Carlito Smooth behind the scenes put this interview together. Okay. He be working, man. He be working even when he be working, man. Shout out to Carlito Smooth. Shout out to the rest of the team. Shout out to Winter Peace. Shout out to the Divine Rapper. Shout out to, it's a lot of them, right? Shout out to everybody, man. It's a lot of people behind the scenes that help push this and push the brand and push my dreams, man. And I appreciate every last one of y'all. We out of here, man. Until next time, the TKRS Network. We out. And Coco, hit him up. Hit him up. Get the work. We out. We out. Oh, and I'm about to hit this button. It's about to work just like that. Thank you.
TKRS is not responsible for any emotional damage caused during this podcast.
TKRS, real fucking time.
Absolutely. Man, hey, who is this? Where the fuck he from? Tell him 716. I say, goddamn. Hey, he up now. Why you got it plain Jane and he ain't bust it down? I say, goddamn. Hey, wait a minute. When I walk up in a room, then there's some paper in it. I say, oh man, hey, cool it down. If you ain't know me then, nigga, you gon' know me now. I say, goddamn, hey, I'm from the 6. You ain't never run no blocks. Most of these niggas just run their lips. All the girls that used to be thoughts, you be hugging them trying to kiss. How you turn on to your wifey when the whole hood used to hit? I say, goddamn, hey, I'm up now. They like, how the fuck he get a bag? He from a small town. They be praying on your downfall, hoping that you fall down. Now that I'm in my bag, I can't go fuck my crush now. I say, hold on, chill, just wait a minute.